Hello there, folks. How you doing? I am currently out of town, but I had some people sending me something yesterday to have me take a look at it, and finally, after work today, back at the hotel here, and I got a chance to look at it, and it was Rubber Ducky's video that she did about the Reddit post by local truther. Now, I will say, listening to the video and checking some of it out, it looks very, very interesting. But as far as I can tell, there's a lot of things that really need to be confirmed. A lot of this MySpace communication, him meeting up with that woman who he claimed was a heavy drinker, and that sort of stuff, right? So that stuff kind of, we need to be able to be sure that actually happened, obviously. But I'll tell you what, as I was listening to this and listening to all that stuff, it suddenly started bringing back the Leo R. Remember, guys, when I did the videos about Leo R? Remember Mark Hodnott went down on Cuss Road and Leo R actually came out and talked to him? Interesting stuff, right? So Leo R is the one that claimed that he saw a girl that was matching Teresa's description that showed up at his house knocking on the door at his house on the 31st of October in 2005. So when I was listening to this stuff about local truther and all that stuff, that's what it got me thinking. So obviously when I get back home, which I'm not now, but when I get back home, I definitely think I do want to look into this a little bit. I want to see if we can actually, if we can prove that some of these events that local truther is saying, happened back in the 90s and then the early 2000s. If we can find actual credible, evidence of those events, then I would say that it's a very interesting development, personally, just because of the oddness. Michael Bushman spent most of his time down at Cuss Road. So many officers were spending their time down at Cuss Road. There was a big hubbub down at Cuss Road. Why? And maybe now we're starting to see why. Maybe there's something, kind of below the surface that's kind of now just starting to come out. So my hat's off to this Redditor, local truther. If in fact, all this information is actually true and correct, I mean, it's quite interesting, quite interesting. Just all the things. Think about it. In that post, he says that he was called out. He's part of that. He was brought into the what do they call it, the posse. And then they were brought into another inner sanctum of a group again or whatever that was like an internal group of the posse, and that he was asked to go out and guard Cuss Road on November 7th. Folks, you realize that the bones show up on November 8th, right? That's November 7th is when Michael Bushman is calling Ertl over to Cuss Road to look at a spot of what he called strange earth, and it ended up just being a dead tree. But there was so much going on over on Cuss Road when Avery Salvage was supposed to be the place where this was all at. There was so much going on Cuss Road. That has always been odd. Why there would be so much going on Cuss Road when supposedly everything was happening and happened up on the Averys. You know what I mean? So, all right, that's about it for this one, folks. I just wanted to kind of touch on that real quick, let you guys know I'm out of town, but I want to look into this as soon as I get a chance. Like I said, it seems interesting, but if we can just find the corroborating some evidence from local truther to back up some of these things would be helpful. I don't mean to sound like a jerk and say I don't trust local truther, but honestly, my nature in these cases, after everything I've been through for 3.5 going on 4 years, I'm skeptical. I have this sensibility now where I am careful and I don't go off half cocked. So I definitely would want to see something substantive to indicate that those events local truther is saying happened actually took place, right? So, all right. that's about it for this one, folks. I'll see you guys when I get back to town. And we'll try to do something more. Obviously, Travis and I are going to be coming soon with the comprehensive video on the motion for Avery's appeal. So you can look forward to that here soon. So we're working on some stuff, and like I said, I may go ahead and look into this because it does seem quite interesting. This stuff over on Cuss Road, it just never ends on Cuss Road, does it? All right, folks. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe, and we'll see you.